Hi everyone, it's Nalanie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I filmed this look right here for you guys. I've worn it before in previous vlogs. The first one was the vlog where I said that I really liked the way my makeup turned out. I wanted to film it for you guys. And I also wore this same look in the Baking Christmas Cookies with Casey. The only difference between that look and the cookie look was the inner portion. I added some glitter. So to create this look, before I jump into the video, I just want to show you everything, all the palettes that I used. The first one is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. This is primarily the main palette that I used to get most of the colors going on here. And then I also went in with my Subculture Anastasia palette, and for the pressed glitters that I used was from this palette right here, which is the Colourpop Lovebirds palette. So if you want to see how I got this look, and yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, please keep on watching. Okay, so the first palette we're going to use is this Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to take this color right here and this color. We're going to mix them together. I'm using a Fenty brush, and I'm just really working this into my upper crease area. Now taking this color and this color, again mixing it together using the same Fenty brush, I'm going to layer that just a little underneath the first shade. I really want to just blend and layer because that's really what's going to make this look. So I'm also taking the shadow and working it into my brow area. I just really like the way it looks, and then I'm just going to drag it out just a little bit. Now taking the shade, I'm going to switch brushes. I'm using my Morphe M502, and I'm going to start swirling this into the outer portion. And when you start working with the darker colors, you definitely want to start off with a very small amount and just blend. So it should look like that, and once I've deposited most of the color, I'm just going to pull it out just a little bit, just to further blend. Taking this shade and this shade, using the same brush and mixing it together, I'm bringing this into the inner portion. And with these shades, I really want to just build this up. I'm not working this color into my brows, but I am buffing it up a bit. Now going back in with that Fenty brush, I'm just going to blend that outer portion, and I'm not putting any extra product. It's just whatever was left over from the previous shadows. Taking this shade and this shade again back in with my Fenty brush, I just want to buff this out ever so slightly, just on the outer portion, and just drag this shadow out a little bit. And I'm just blending whatever I feel needs to be blended just a little bit more. So taking that Morphe M502, I'm just cleaning it off a little bit. So there's still going to be a little bit of product on here, but not too much. I'm going to go in with this shade and this shade, mix it together. So taking these colors, I'm just running it on my lower lash line. So I'm really diffusing this color on my lower lash line, and I'm going to connect it to this part right here. And just kind of drag a little bit. Taking the shade, same brush, a very small amount. I'm running this on the lower lash line as well. And I'm using a very, very light hand. Taking this shade, Taking a smaller brush, this is my Morphe M506. I'm just keeping this really, really close. And I'm keeping this on from this part out, so halfway. Taking this shade and this shade, mixing it together using a Morphe M224. I'm going to kind of cut my crease. And I'm bringing it just a little higher. And I'm just going to run this color on. So I'm stopping a third of the way. Taking the shade right here, I'm just going to highlight my brow bone. And then going back in with my Fenty brush, again, no extra product. I am just buffing and blending those two colors together. Again, no harsh lines. Okay, so now I'm taking a little bit of glitter primer. This is the NYX one. I'm just going to take a very small amount. And I'm going to stamp this into my inner tear duct. And I'm pretty much bringing this up to here. Adding this underneath your shadow is really gonna make it pop. Taking this palette right here, which is Anastasia Subculture Palette, I'm going to take Electric and I'm going to pop that into the inner tear duct. I'm just going to stamp this on. So I want most of the intensity in the inner portion. So I'm really just packing that in. And then as we're getting into the shadow, I just kind of want to slowly feather it in just so it blends. It should look like that. Taking a little bit of this LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner, this is in Screaming. I'm going to add this into my waterline. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick liner. Going back in with this color and my Morphe M502, I'm just going to stamp this right in the outer V. And then just buffing that out a little bit. So this is how I've been wearing my eyes, and especially in that Vlogmas video. But when I did the baking Christmas cookies with Casey, I went in with this palette, which is from Colourpop. This is a Lovebird palette. And I mixed together these two glitters just in the inner portion. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So taking a very small amount of Island Hopper, and be really careful not to get the glitter in your eyes. I am just stamping it on. And I'm also adding a small amount right here. Once I've pushed that glitter down, I'm just going to slowly blend it to lock it in. It is a pressed glitter, so you don't need to put any adhesive or wet your brush or anything like that. Now taking a little bit of Cheap Sheep. And I'm also placing that on top of that first pressed glitter. Okay, so now I'm taking this shade right here, same brush, very small amount. So I'm taking this and just adding a very small amount right up here. I don't want to add too much of this because we did go in with the metallic shades, so I don't want to cover that up completely. Going in with Kylie's Queen Drip, I'm just going to highlight. Now taking a little bit of Pleasure Model from MAC, I'm just going to pop this on the apples of my cheek. For my lips, I want to stick with a nude because there's so much going on my eyes. So we're going in with Morphe's Sugar Pie Lip Liner and Fenty's Unbutton lipstick. Alright, so this is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, all product details will be listed down below for you guys. And of course, you don't need to do the glitter portion. You don't necessarily even need 2 palettes. This is just what I was using to create this look, and I really liked it. And I've kind of been doing it pretty often. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.